What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. For those of us who love black people, those of us who consider ourselves to be a part of what is being pro-black, or you just in generally have a love for the culture, one of the things that is so hurting about that, it is so difficult to work with your group. And I know many brothers are listening to me now from different parts of the black world. We have some brothers from Black London. We have some brothers that are Nigerian American, some brothers Ghanaian American, Ghanaian Canadian. You brothers will realize that it is difficult to work with black people. No matter how you try to size it, if you don't have Negroes trying to undermine you or Negroes jealous of you, you just have people who are trying to they don't care. And so they stop your building process. Now, I wanted to talk about Jackson State. A lot of people have criticized me for my commentary towards them. But again, Jackson State is a great black HBCU. It's a great black city. I myself wanted to live in Jackson, Mississippi because of the black population there. And we have a lot of good black people all over the world. In Lagos, we have good blacks in Uganda, in Atlanta, Oakland, whatever. But you always have those Negroes who don't care about what you're trying to do for the community. And unfortunately, these things happen at HBCUs, especially when we're talking about the homecoming season. Now, recently, Brother Elvin, shout out to him, he sent me a story of the Morgan State shooting. There was a 17-year-old man that was arrested for that. Bowie State. There was a stabbing and a murder at Lincoln University. But look at this, what we have here at Jackson State. And now, again, Jackson State University, where Deion Sanders was at. Listen to this. There was a shooting, okay? And Mr. Jalen Burns was killed after a shooting at an apartment complex associated with Jackson State. He was a technology major from Chicago. Imagine you leaving Chicago, coming to Jackson State, only to be killed at Jackson State at college, okay? At college. Now, this was not, the shooters were not Jackson State students, but there was a gunfire broke out involving two individuals not affiliated with the university. But this young man was killed. Now, I know what you're going to say. White colleges have mass shootings and things like this happening also. And that is definitely true. I am not here to say that doesn't happen. We understand that, right? But let me tell you something. Look at the safety at Jackson State. Deion Sanders' car was broken into many times. There were many issues happening at the university that was out of his control. And that could happen at Virginia Tech. That certainly they've had shootings, and we've seen it at other schools. Mass shootings in all kind of colleges. But let me just say this, right? When you are trying to build a program and recruit people there to be there, now, what do you feel that they're going to do? Am I going to be safe? Think about it. You have a mother. Come to Jackson State. Wait a minute. Jackson State. Is my son going to be safe? Is my daughter going to be safe? And you already know that the blacks, okay, that the blacks always going to think lesser of the blacks anyway. We know University of Virginia, Michigan State had shootings, UC Santa Barbara, Virginia Tech, I remember that one. California State Fullerton back in the day. We know University of Iowa, but when it's the blacks have these more often. It ain't mass shootings, it's Negro shootings. So now when you're Deion Sanders and you feel like you want to get away from this stuff, at what point do you expect blacks to say, you know what, I want to just continue on with this for the fight? For the fight of what? I'm being passionate about this because, listen, guys, we have so many good black people around the world. I got to use my platform to tell the truth. We have so many talented blacks who love us and love our group, and they want to give back. But God damn it, this is deterring them. Who can say, you know what, go work in Jackson State because they might shoot you, but you still go on and do it the same way. You know, send your son there. He might get shot by Pookie and Ray Ray having a goddamn shootout on a school thing, but he gonna be all right. It's hard to tell somebody that, family, and they got their kids involved in this stuff. It's hard to tell somebody that, okay? To stay in the race, keep fighting. You can tell some folks that, And we got to understand that we are there as a group. But we got to be honest here. If Deion Sanders want to leave and go to University of Colorado, when we start having these issues, because these Pookies and Ray Rays don't care, and you're trying to come in and trying to bring resources, it takes years, it takes time. Hey, maybe you don't want to be that guy. And we criticize people for not wanting to be that guy. But you know what? Here's our criticism for us. We're not putting in no resources to help them. How many of us, as the blacks that criticize those blacks who've left and never come back, what have we given them? What have we given them? What have we given them? Such that, okay, listen to what I'm saying. Such that they ought to be taken seriously, family. What have we given them? The blacks that are trying to do stuff, we're not putting our support there like we're supposed to. We don't do that. We sit back and we criticize them. See you ain't for the community. You ain't for the community. Oh yeah? Well then why we not doing it? Why we not doing what we're talking about doing then? If we have a problem with it, why don't we do it? Because we're not being serious. That's why. Those of you who criticize Deion for leaving, I get it. You don't have no skin in the game, right? So if we would say what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have extra security out here at homecoming weekend. We're going to help the money. We're going to do this. We don't do that. We don't give none of the blacks that want to do the things any goddamn support. What support do we give them? So we leave them out there to die. That's what we do. I did a story the other day about this good black man out of Detroit, Michigan. The brother was in Detroit. Okay. The brother was in Detroit. He came there. He was basically getting people who attack children. There's another word for that. So you know what I'm talking about, right? He made sure that those folks were going to jail. The Pookies and the Ray Rays ended up killing him. All right. The Pookies killed him, family. This is what happened. Pookies got rid of him like they get rid of everybody else. But yet when Deion wants to live a better life for his sons, oh, he only want to go to Power 5 because he wants to get on the Shador and all this stuff. A part of that could be true, but can you blame him? Like Deion Sanders, he keeps proving things right. Like, okay, these folks can't get it together. And I hate to say this, right? But I'm going to tell you something here. Here's something that's true, okay? Here's something that's true. A lot of the black people in our community, we don't want to talk about it. We have a hard time getting some things together, family. We're going to be honest, let's be honest about it. We have a hard time organizing, providing value for our core group, protecting our men, our young boys, our women. We have a problem with that, okay? And we don't care about it. Then when somebody want to bring it up to you, you have the a minute ago, you want to have attitude. You want to have attitude. And as much as we want to see our community develop, why is it that, you know, those people who are trying to come out there and do it, you're so apathetic to it? I ain't gonna help those jiggers. I ain't worried about. That's your attitude, family. Okay? When these people want to come to the black colleges and come back and be possible donors and alumni, it takes work. But damn it, the community got to support these people. The community got to come in and help our folk. This is why, you know what I mean? I give, y'all know, I give money to New York College Fund. Been about a year or so, but every year I donate. And one of the things I want to do back on my channel is creating something that we can all donate to the college fund directly, a drive. And we need to. We need to be supporting our businesses and our colleges, family, because this is ridiculous. And when a man don't want to deal with all of this stuff, and how can you blame it? But in order for all of this to be mitigated, we got to have people that want to help. Even if you don't want to go, sometimes I send money, and I don't mean to brag, right? Sometimes, family, I will donate money just so somebody can go and take kids out someplace. I don't even say nothing about it. I can't do it. I'm way over here, but I'll give. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you just heard the bell. We're out.